Hello, everybody. I'm trying to get the
Hello.
Yeah, sit back. Nap time.
Nap time.
So, what's next? Okay. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Today we are doing the Superman Man of Steel. Right now it is where is it? Doomsday is coming. If you aren't farsighted, then
So
it's the one that is.
In the interest of the new superpowers that are coming out from McFarlane, I thought, well,
might as well.
it might be a little while, and these are the same size, roughly. So it's got a 1995 copyright on it for when this toy line was out.
This character looks pretty cool.
Yeah, Doomsday was definitely the appeal to this.
Very much so. Apparently there's a red guy that's also featured.
So,
Menace is the...
I unfortunately did not pay. I paid a little bit on eBay, but just a little over $20. But somehow this was marked down to $5 at KB Toys back then, which is kind of interesting. I wasn't around the KB Toys when this came out. I saw this in Walmart because that's all we really had then. And then on the back, a lot of influences from the death of Superman, which is apparently 30 years this year. That just makes me feel old.
So did
Oh, okay. So, you know, you've got your infamous mullet Superman with the long hair. Powerfly. I had this one because the only other one I had was the old superpowers. And then you've got your recovery suit Superman with the big laser cannon. That was that way in the comic.
And you also have Superboy.
Superboy. That's the guy that was eventually, he went by Connor Kent to appeal to the teenage group. This guy, Conduit, was a very brief appearance villain for a little while. He was a guy that grew up with Clark Kent in Smallville. And always came in like second place, and there was a whole thing. He died. He wasn't in a whole lot of stuff. And then Steel, John Henry Irons, this guy was around for quite a while. Had his own series for a long time, as did Superboy. And then they sold this set that we're going to crack open a little bit with Superman and Doomsday. And I'll explain why Superman looks like this in a little bit. And then somebody named Massacre. I don't know. I looked around online.
Massacre looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Apparently he only appeared in like one comic.
Kind of like Doomsday.
Yeah. And then there was the Superboy VTOL cycle. That's vertical takeoff and landing. I'm betting that's a recycled mold from some other motorcycle in another Kenner line. So this was Kenner when they were owned by Hasbro. What is it?
I actually know where they got the Skylanders.
Oh. Maybe. So this was Kenner when they were owned by Hasbro, like 1995. So they'd been bought. They were making plenty of money from Batman figures, and they tried to catch up on Superman's popularity with the death and return and all that. So also comes with a comic book. Exclusive DC comic book.
That's an exclusive?
That's what it says. It's as exclusive as this says it is. Right now it's not exclusive. You can probably find it in a comic shop somewhere. It does say Kenner limited edition though. So we want to crack this open and smell some, let's see, 1995. That's 27-year-old air in here.
Dust.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit of dust. Wait, I didn't actually notice the dust.
Yeah, but there's also Smells like the 90s. You missed the 90s by quite a bit, buddy. Oh. So, while I'm fighting this thing...
Here. Let me try.
Okay. And now here's the current McFarlane Toys Superpower Superman. Since, you know, you probably want something more to look at right now than just the empty tray. And I kind of wish I knew how to do magic tricks. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Whoops. That's the one thing I'm a little...
Oh, well,
I think that's plastic. All right, have you made some progress over there, buddy? Let's pull this over here. This is...
Ta-da!
Come here,
Not made progress like at all.
It does smell like the 90s.
Wait, no, it's...
It just smells old.
I actually don't know what
So before I bend this too much further, let's try to... There we go.
What that smells.
Oh!
Oh! Well done.
Power play.
Power play.
So you got... These guys are from that one. What is this? That's weird. They were legends from the beginning. So you got the Superman, Superboy, Steel, and then you got some Legends of Batman. Yeah, Legends of Batman figures. Wow, that is a thin comic. Can you say how many pages there are? Draw Superman. Somebody already drew Superman. Why would I draw Superman?
No, we're supposed to draw them down here. I probably would.
Is there any story here?
Yes.
Oh, okay, here we go. So, go ahead and pry that the rest of the way out.
Okay.
Yeah, so the storyline is...
It's finished.
At least as far as why Superman in the package looks like that. And you got your mullet, long hair Superman.
Mullet Superman.
There's one of the Reign of the Superman guys threw Doomsday out on a rock out into space, and so Superman, after hanging around for a little while after he came back from the dead, said, I need to go take care of Superman. So he went to New Genesis, where the new gods are, like, you know, Apocalypse, and he got a mother box. If you've seen the Justice League movie, you've seen the screwed up version of the mother boxes. Anyway, and it gave him this suit. I think it's supposed to be kind of Jack Kirby-esque. Who did the art in this? Let's see. We got Dan Jurgens did the story and pencil art by Dan Jurgens, inks by Brett Breeding and Jose Marzon Jr. Never heard of him. Heard of Brett Breeding. Letters Albert de Guzman, and coloring by Glenn. Yeah, upside down reading. Glenn Whitmore. Superman created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. So that's what this ping ping is the mother boxes make this ping sound. So it's like, what, 6 pages of story?
6?
Yeah.
Even the Spider-Man comic that I wrote.
Well, it costs more. Did it come with action figures?
You have a point.
There you are then. So Superman had to go take care of Doomsday, and spoilers for a 20-something-year-old story. He throws him kind of at the beginning of time. It's complicated. And it was like 4 deluxe issues. You know, the whole trade was maybe a 1/4 inch thick. Anyway, I'll read this later. Take the trivia quiz.
He actually can't hold him.
Hmm?
He actually can't hold him.
So, test your Superman knowledge. Doomsday's hulking power gets its power from solar energy and inner power source, or kryptonite. Solar energy. Oh yeah, that's because they explain all that in the main story. That explains why Doomsday tried to kill Superman. It does say it's Kenner limited edition, limited to however many toys they made. So here's Superman in his little awkward 90s pose.
He looks like Doomsday looks like he's about to sing. Am I wrong though?
Maybe he's doing Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Am I wrong?
Or, yeah.
What?
Well, he doesn't want to. This guy doesn't want to stand up.
Then you have Doomsday over here.
Doomsday's got pretty good sized feet. So.
Hang on, I wonder. I wonder.
There we go.
I wonder.
But I kind of like when you got the little bigger S, this rubbery cape. Oh, that's definitely like a.
Dad.
Is that like a front stance in Taekwondo there?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Actually, your front stance. Dad.
Yes.
That's on the start of
Okay.
It's the unboxing video.
But I wasn't that interested in this guy anyways.
Yeah, it's mainly Doomsday.
How does he stand up next to regular Super? Well, with the squatting down that he's doing, I think that works pretty well.
Yeah, I think if his legs were straight,
he'd probably be about the size of. Here's Darkseid. So
Darkseid's
a lot bigger. Huh?
Hang on, I need to slap myself or stab myself.
You don't need to do that.
Hang on. Will he fit in his hand?
Probably. Let's do it over here.
Maybe he's a leg.
Maybe.
There we go. This will
I think he's...
1, 2, 3, and I throw him.
No capes.
And then last second, an uppercut, and then an elbow, and then another uppercut, and then another elbow, and then an elbow with an
see, this is why I need to work on this Superman's legs.
with an elbow.
It's because he doesn't stand up very well. I think his feet are tilted at an angle. That's why he's wiggling so much. But he keeps shaking the tray. Oh, fall down. Okay. Let me look at what's up with the hair, man.
Wait, what? What is that hair?
I think it's an action movement thing.
What is that hair?
Well, it had to be out of the way. It had to be out of the way of all this and still be able to turn. So they had to compromise. Does he have waist articulation? Oh, that's cool. He can move at the waist.
You spin me right around, baby.
Yep.
You can spin him right around. Right around.
Okay.
Like there.
Yeah, like there.
Now he looks like he's giving a thumbs up. Until you look at his actual thumb.
So, no, I think it's... If you look at the early appearances of Doomsday, he was not much bigger than... I mean, he was bigger, but he wasn't much taller than Superman, so...
So, yeah.
Eventually, the comic artist just made him huge.
Yes.
So,
with his
ridiculously
legs bent,
so.
With his legs
not
bent.
Yeah, I'm not real big on the pre-posed, but who knows if we'll get a... I mean, we got Darkseid.
I mean...
But there was no Doomsday in the old Superpowers series, so we may not get a Doomsday.
You know what Doomsday is missing?
And I thought this
knee
was a reasonable
joints.
price. Yeah, I like knee joints. But
Yes.
Anyway.
Stiff.
But he's 27 years old. You know? So, things were different. It was the 90s.
Guard up. Step back. Bend your knees. Kick Doomsday in the side. Knock him over, but he won't fall down.
It seems like there was some comic where Darkseid took Doomsday home for some reason.
Hang on,
He'd been on Earth and he took Doomsday home for a souvenir.
Can Doomsday hold you?
That's Darkseid.
Darkseid.
Yeah, he can probably hold his head.
You. I said you. Oh my. Can he not?
Oh, there you go. No, I don't think he can. Well, I hope that
The
comes
cape
up.
came off.
Oh, it's got pegs. Nobody does plastic capes like this anymore. These were nice and soft. But still, they made them sculpted to where they lay in really nice.
Hey, I know how to make a cape blow in the wind.
Is it like the answer? It's blowing in the wind? Sometimes you can feel these things where they have certain spots that they were supposed to be. The posing they intended to have.
Can you hold him? Hold him by the neck.
You just really want him to hold guys by the neck, don't you?
I'm trying
Wow,
to get him.
that's
to
really
hold
weird.
him
I
by the
twisted
arm.
his head and then suddenly he stood up. On his own.
All his needed
That's a new
was the
for me
head.
to turn his head just slightly that way. Weird. Anyway, we're gonna go play with toys now. So.
Yes. We are going to mess around. Maybe transform those Transformers box.
Right.
I am really determined. on the
Are we saying goodbye now?
Yes.
Okay.
Bye. Bye.